Hey everyone, Selwyn here for WynnStrength. On today's quick training tip video, I wanted to talk about separating the purpose of the gym to training for your sport. This will be a little prelude video to an upcoming series I have about getting stronger for rugby and how best to approach strength training in the gym if you're playing rugby or training to play rugby, whatever that may be. The overall theme of that video series will be the fact that you need to separate the purpose of training in the gym and the purpose of, getting better at the sport of whatever sport you're choosing to do. Because the point of the gym is to build, strength, size, and power. We're not there to get better at the skill of the sport we're trying to train for. We're simply there to make the machine, the body, a better physical unit to be able to implement that when we go into the field. So what I mean by that is, you don't have NASCAR drivers driving semi-trailer trucks in order to get better at driving because you're driving something heavier. So we don't need to do all these gimmicky lifts in the gym in order to get better at the sport. Baseball players aren't throwing shot puts like a baseball in order to get better at pitching. What are they doing to get better at pitching? They're pitching baseballs. Yes, there's going to be more nuance to that, but for the most part, to get better at your sport, you need to play the sport. You don't need to do some random thing in the gym that might look like a weird derivation of some movement on the field or on the pitch or on the court. That's completely unnecessary. There are certain movements that, yes, translate well to the sport field. So if you're training for explosive power for jump height, maybe you only want to do quarter squats because quarter squats have been shown to help increase jumping power more so than full depth squats. Whatever the case may be, however that works out, the studies out there show that yes, quarter squats are more beneficial to vertical jump height than a full depth squat. That doesn't mean only ever train quarter squats. It means include some quarter squats as well as full depth squats in your training. Look at the movements. Are you a baseball player? Maybe you need to do more shoulder movements than you need to do squats. If you're a rugby player, you probably need to do more squats than you need to do bench press. You probably need to have a really strong core no matter what sport you play, because a strong core is at the core of every movement you do in pretty much any sport I can think of, unless you can think of a sport that doesn't rely on your core for any reason whatsoever. That's probably going to be a huge part of your training. So look at what you're doing in the gym and just focus on being a stronger person that might be able to put on some muscle mass. And then you use that extra muscle mass, extra power, extra strength to exert that in the physical world on your sports field, pitch, court, so that you can be a better person that is able to be a better athlete because you have more muscle on you. Because for the most part, a stronger person is a better athlete because you have more force to be able to exert onto the external world. So stay tuned for that the rugby training video series, hopefully coming up within the next couple of months. Probably be a 10-part series where you just break down little concepts to help you, train a little bit better with a bit more specificity to getting stronger, and really not going to be about getting better at rugby because I was a mediocre rugby player at best, but I definitely know how to get stronger in that, how that'll help you translate onto the field. This has been Selwyn from WynnStrength, and remember, a better life through strength.